you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud.
If he already has children by multiple women that he's not already committed to, and here you come along seeing the potential in him and decide to have another kid with him, sis, you need to quit your job immediately and join the circus. Because right now you might be in the wrong field. You're giving a lot of clown experience. It's a lot of clown experience, and you might be in the wrong field. Go ahead and quit your job.
And the crazy thing about it is this, right? Most men ain't walking around looking at women who got a bunch of baby daddies and a bunch of kids in that light. Like, we ain't looking at no woman potential when she got 5, 6 kids, multiple baby daddies. You don't have no potential to most men. Like, what the hell were you doing with your life? So for women to really be looking at these dudes that got all them kids, be like, nah, he gonna change for me. Man, they be delusional as hell. And we all know a woman that did it. I got family members who are the 9th, 10th baby mama. And when y'all think I be exaggerating, I'm not, bro. I got a cousin right now in mine. I ain't gonna put her name out there because people be watching my shit, sending them to them. But you know what it is. Her baby daddy got like 12, 13 kids. She was like number 10. And he had more after that.
Did you cheat on me?
I was ovulating. You don't know women. You haven't grown up with women. My body, I was just listening to my body. We are chemically created. I have this chemical thing in me where I have to reproduce. My body, I was just listening to my body, you know? I was at the club. There was a man there, cute, couple drinks in. I was like, my body was like, reproduce.
What are you talking? So you're blaming science for you cheating on me?
Yes, I had no control.
Okay, yeah, you didn't have to go home with him.
You obviously don't understand what it's like being a woman. Like, my body is chemically built so that I have to reproduce, and I was just listening to my body while I was ovulating. My body was screaming.
All right, well,
my eggs were like, let me intertwine with his sperm.
All right, fine. I cheated on you too.
You know how it works. What?
I cheated on you too then.
What the fuck? Your body's not built the same way. You're an asshole.
Okay, I didn't cheat on you. I just wanted to see how you like it. It fucking sucks.
Wow, you really gonna blame? Bro, what kind of card is that? What kind of card is that, bro? Come on, you were ovulating. No, you got pieced up drunk at the club and you went home with a dude, you had a one-night stand and you cheated on your man. That's exactly what it was. Nothing more. That shit didn't turn you into some biologist all of a sudden. All right, professor? All right, professor of the body? How do you know that's what it is? There's millions and millions of women that ovulate around this world. Actually, correction, billions, okay? And they out there talking about, oh yeah, just because I'm ovulating means I'm gonna jump any man's bone at the club when I'm drunk and I want to intertwine with his baby batter. Come on, man. Get a grip, all right? He should leave your ass. He should cheat on you and let you know how you feel. You on some weird, you know, sometimes, guys, hey, y'all on some weird, that's some weird stuff, ladies. You can't justify that.
See, you know, that's crazy. I shouldn't have to listen to no bullshit like this. I'm somebody's child, goddammit. But nah, y'all go follow my boy, man, Coffee and Whiskey Podcast. I actually know him in real life, and in fact, I've known him for a very, very long time, bro. We actually pretty much grew up together type shit, you know, from young men to what we are now. Cool dude, solid all around the board, you know, grew up just like we did, you know. But here's the thing. Men walk around like that all day long, and we're still expected to behave in a certain type of way, right? Men are literally walking hornballs. We are ready to go at a moment's notice. So just because you ovulating and you get to experience what it feels like to be extremely horny for once, that's how men walk around all day long, bro. From the moment we wake up all the way to the moment we take pretty much our last breath, straight up. And we still are expected to behave in a certain type of way if we are in a relationship. Women want us to be faithful too, and they ain't trying to hear, man, you don't know what it feel like to be like a man, to be horny. Or they don't care about none of that. So why should he extend you any type of grace because you want to go get your ovaries fertilized? You know what I'm saying? You wanted somebody to come and put that Pennsylvania and that Virginia. Man, no, it ain't going down like that. You wanted your Oklahoma fertilized. All right, I need to stop with the states at this point. But y'all get where I'm going with it, bro. Real talk, man.
How old are you?
26.
22.
How long you been together?
2 years.
If she gave you a guilt-free pass to sleep with anybody, would you take
it? No, sir.
I knew it.
You might get one pass, but at the end of the day, you want one wife. And this is the wife I want. So no.
Okay. Now what about you if he gave you one?
If you gave me a guilt-free pass, I would take it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Sorry.
That's crazy.
Who would you take it with?
Lindy Waters III?
Don't even know who that is. That's our problem. Yup.
He don't
Who
look
else?
nothing like you.
Barry Sanders. I'm in love with him.
Now, what do you think those men have over your men?
They're professional athletes.
That's crazy. Hey.
Black or white?
One is Native American and one's black.
But do you think that any of those guys would go for you?
Junior would.
That's crazy. Hey, at the end of the day, it's whatever. Whatever. At the end of the day, I don't care.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That caught me off guard, man. I was peeping out her body language and everything about her, and the fact that they was like 2 years together. I'm like, oh, this finna be wholesome, man. Then she let me down, bro. Oh my God, I did not see that coming. And then what's even more shocking is the two people she chose, dog. And it just got worse from there because the first guy was definitely way different than the guy she with, which lets them know that, hey, man, your girl got a black BBC fetish, man. That's what it is. She want a big, strong black man. Barry Sanders. Y'all probably caught that I was in my phone because I was trying to figure out what year he stopped playing in the NFL because he in his 50s. What the hell does she know about Barry Sanders and why does she want to sleep with this man, bro? I'm so... Am I tripping? Is there a younger Barry Sanders that I'm tripping about? Come on, man. We talking about somebody that was born right at the civil rights. Jesus Christ, man. Like... Well, these videos get worse and worse every day. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You're a stay-at-home mom on one income. How much does your husband make?
Probably gonna be 40 or under. We have 3 kids. They are 4, 2.5, and 10 months.
And you're not in significant debt?
No.
To some moms, hearing that you have to live without in some ways sounds not worth it. What would motivate somebody to want to live this way and have to penny pinch so much?
I don't have to rush to drop them off at daycare and go to work and be gone all day and then not get to see them until 5 o'clock. That's the entire day. To me, that's so totally worth it. I would penny pinch anything to be able to get to do that. I get to be in every single one of their memories.
I feel like you're one of the lone voices on social media that's willing to share this, and that's why people are adamant that this doesn't exist and that it's impossible.
Living this way and staying home with your kids, it is a complete step in faith. You don't always know for sure if it's gonna pay out financially. You always know it's gonna pay out relationally. I think a great question to ask your husband is, if I do go to work, who's going to be with your kids? What's our plan?
And then he'll say, well, daycare or a nanny.
And be like, well, do you think they're going to do a better job than I am? Christian families right now, they have to be so strong in order to stand up to what's happening, to try and raise your children with biblical values and to teach your children that they also are going to have to stand up for Christ. That's not going to happen in a daycare. In most schools, that starts at the home.
You know, at its core, I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not upset with it. I'm just trying to work the math out in my mind, man. They said $40,000 a year is what the husband makes and she's a stay-at-home mom. How they afford that? Like, it got to be some government assistance involved, man. Some kind of way they got to live in, like, the country and they living off the land or something. How can you afford to raise a family in today's time off of $40K, man? Groceries are at an all-time high. You're paying 3 times the amount of money for shit that you used to be able to get for so cheap just 5 years ago, right? You paying triple for bacon, you paying triple for eggs, you paying triple for bread, chicken, you name it. All of the normal stuff that most Americans eat costs 3 times the amount of money. And if you work the math out, $40,000 divided by 12, that's less than $4,000 a month. Man, they must live in an area where rent still costs like $500-$600, bro. Do y'all know there's no longer any places in America that you can afford rent earning $15 an hour? Like, I don't think there's a place in America where you can still afford that if you only make $15 an hour. Hey, but shout out to them. They making it work. I wish them the best.
Can we stop with the 50-50 conversation? I'm speaking for the black economy as a whole. Majority of us are not rich. So the whole he should pay all the bills does not apply to everybody except for the people that you see being crazy on social media. If she's cool with you paying all the bills and saving all her money and not contributing to your economic status in any type of way, then you should leave the girl alone. Moral of the story is, if you're gonna pay all the bills, whoever is not paying bills should use the money for saving and investing, and it should go towards something to change your economic status as a family. You still both have to take care of the children, no matter who's paying the rent. Come together and stop dividing, because majority of the people in the black community aren't rich.
Guys, I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit, and I want to read this directly from the source. This is blackdemographics.com, and this is basically talking about poverty. I want y'all to pay close attention to this. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, 23% of all African American men, women, and children live below the poverty level, compared to just 13% of Americans. An even higher percentage, 33% of black children live in poverty, compared to 18% of all children in America. The poverty rate for working age African Americans is just under 20%. Ages between 18 and 64 years old. Let's continue on. Poverty rates for black families vary based on the family type. While just under 19% of all black families live below the poverty level, only 7% of black married couple families live in poverty, which is considerably lower than the 31% of black families headed by single women who live below the poverty line. The highest poverty rates, 39%, are for black families with children, which are headed by single black women. This is significant considering more than half of all black families, 55%, with children are headed by single women. That's crazy to me. So, the 50-50 conversation is really just not for black people. Straight up. At the end of the day, man, if you're in a relationship with a woman, it is not economically sound for you to be paying all the goddamn bills. I don't give a shit how much money you make, bro. Nigga, if you ain't Jay-Z, bro, you shouldn't be paying all the goddamn bills. Your wife or your girlfriend or your fiance, whatever she is, so you should be considered contributing to the household, bro. It don't necessarily mean she got to be paying bills, but she could be saving up down payment money, investment money, seed money to start a business, whatever. Stop being a schmuck. And remember, I'm somebody's child, goddammit.
So I was talking to this dude that worked for the government, right? And he was telling me like, oh, the feds can't tap FaceTime calls. So I decided to go and do my own research and look it up. So I proceeded to look up our FaceTime calls encrypted. It popped up and said FaceTime is an Apple service that makes video calls and audio calls to someone who is basically got an iPhone or iPad and doesn't count against your cellular minutes. We designed FaceTime to use end-to-end encryption. Now, if you anything like me and you need people to break stuff down to you like you a 6-year-old, I'm explaining what end-to-end encryption is. End-to-end encryption is a private communication system in which only communicating users can participate, which is you and the other person you're calling. Nobody else can interfere, not the cell phone provider, not the feds, not the FBI, nobody. And it says right there below, end-to-end encryption is a security method that keeps your communication secure. But that wasn't enough for me, so I began to look at FBI tab FaceTime calls. It says no, FaceTime calls and video calls and audio calls all through FaceTime are end-to-end encrypted. But that wasn't enough for me, so I look up some more stuff. The video audio call contents of FaceTime calls are protected by end-to-end encryption, so no one but the sender and the receiver can access them. And Apple designed FaceTime calls basically so only you and that person can have the conversation, keep it private. And I proceeded to look up all the cases where people was getting caught talking on the phone. I'm pretty sure, nigga, everybody got iPhones. Everybody was talking on FaceTime saying some wild stuff, bro. But they never, ever seem to have the FaceTime calls or videos showing that you was on FaceTime in the courtroom saying all this police.
Hey, man, listen. Only the paranoid survives. Only the paranoid survives. What does that mean? That boy Will ain't finna fall for it, goddammit. Straight up. I'm not no criminal or nothing like that, but I ain't going for that, bro. I don't trust nothing like that at all, man. Because all it takes is for some legislation to pass or something, or Apple to say, or, bro, I would not trust it. I don't care what nobody say. Anything man-made can be broken. And as soon as they create a system, there's always someone who's trying to break the system. For me, I would love the peace of mind, so I'm not even going down that route. Not going to happen, man. I think it's smart to just make sure that you always dot your I's and cross your T's, man. You know, you can't just depend on the government and things of that nature to do the right thing and not act in their best interest and protect you as the consumer. I don't buy it. I would not trust it. I put this in here for the simple fact people run with everything they hear on the internet, man. Like, we had this surge of people filing for LLCs over the last 5 years, and everybody think that that's gonna make them a millionaire. That's not making you a millionaire. People think that it's a bunch of misinformation going on. I'm not gonna lie, it sounds like he was being thorough with his, but I'm telling you, the paranoia survives. Straight up. I'm not trusting it, man. I know a lot of you guys might hear this and run with it, but just let me know, even if it is true, always be extra careful.
Hey, check this out, boss. Just because she in a relationship, mind your business. You remember you ain't want her. You weren't vibing with her, you weren't fucking with her. So she found somebody that was. So mind your business, my nigga, you ain't want her. But now you out here telling any nigga who listen. Like, nigga, when I had that line, just jam that bitch out, now she in a relationship. You really salty, nigga. Because you thought you was going to play with her, right? You know what I'm saying? You was playing with her and some other niggas stand with her. Like, dog, niggas be tripping like, y'all don't appreciate her, boss. She was just having fun with her. But she wanted more. She was digging you and you played, my nigga. That's how this shit go. But now she in a relationship, my nigga, you hating. Bro, mind your motherfucking business. Because when she gave you the attention, you ain't want her. Believe that.
Homie sound like he from Detroit. But 414, is that Detroit? I thought they was 313 or something like that. Anyway, that's besides the point. I know a lot of them niggas that do that type of shit, right? Let's say one of they homeboys lock in with a girl. He gonna be like, you know I could have hit her, huh? I ain't want fool with her. I don't know why you wifing up, man. She done been with the, you know what I'm saying? She done been with partner them, man. No, I can't do it. I could have hit her too. Bro, that man happy at this moment, man. Leave that man alone, bro. That girl ain't trying to fool with you no more, man. Dudes really do be salty like that. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. I be sit up here telling a bold-faced lie if I said I ain't never heard a nigga do some shit like that before. That's common, man. Women do it just as much as dudes do it, but, you know, we expect for them to act a certain way, but as a man, you supposed to hold yourself to a certain character. You gotta be a man at the end of the day, man. And when you doing all that chatty-patty shit like that, bro, don't make you sound like no man, bro. Like, I don't even trust no nigga that say no shit like that. I could've hit her, but I... Come on, man. That's almost as worse as lying on your dick. Real talk.
Are you saying that you yourself in no way are provided for by the church?
I got a job.
This is true, but are you saying you are in no way cared for by the church?
I work. Church don't got to pay. The church don't have to take care of me. I got 7 kids.
Okay.
And I'm not looking for the church to take care of my 7 kids.
Absolutely.
I got a job. I work. I take care of my family. The Bible says if you don't work, you don't eat. Even the Bible pointed out the Apostle Paul occupation.
Absolutely.
And said he was a tent maker. I have met men that told me straight up the only reason why they got in the pulpit was because they couldn't find work.
Yeah. I mean, care for the priest. I mean, that man's gas, transportation, etc., to go to their homes 2 o'clock in the morning. The things that priest needs in order to be a priest.
From that perspective, yes. For the church to help them and transportation and doing the Lord's work, fine.
Absolutely.
So, which is a very, so when you use the term care for, that is a very broad statement.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of preachers fellas, though, when you say cared for, that means buy him cars, that means buy him houses, right, things of that nature.
Final.
Guys, I love when I see grown men, especially black men, having civil discourse and it doesn't get disrespectful or ends in violence. I love that because that's how shit is supposed to be, man. If you really think about it, man, back in the day, that's how intellectuals handled their business, man. And a lot of people were able to learn from these type of interactions, right? You had people like Malcolm X speaking with various peoples of like in the government, in the media, and things of that nature. He didn't have to put his hands on them. He put that intellectual gift he had on him. You see what I'm saying? And that's how men are supposed to behave, bro. We not supposed to act out any emotions. He stayed level-headed. He hit his talking points. He didn't insult the man. That's what men do. We don't use sign language. Man, you old bitch ass nigga. Man, you don't know nothing about me, man. What the fuck you pocket watching me for? Hoe ass nigga. Like, you didn't hear none of that, man. The dude stayed level-headed, grounded, mature. That's a leader right there, bro. Straight up. He said, nah, I work. I got 7 kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't saying that he could be lying, but the way he carried himself, man, it's a lesson to be learned in that, dog. You look more manly when you behave that way. And like the old folks saying, if you argue with a fool from afar, nobody can tell the difference. You look like a fool too. Straight up, man. You know, I be trying to put extra clips in here that ain't got nothing to do with like relationships and women and stuff because, man, at the end of the day, bro, we men, right? Most of us, and we need to learn stuff that ain't got nothing to do with relationships, man. Most of y'all niggas, y'all 18 to 24, fuck y'all even think about women for anyway. Go get some money, man. Straight up, dog. You ain't gonna never lose money. What they say, you ain't gonna never lose women chasing money, but you gonna lose money chasing women. Come on, man.
Hi, Russell. First of all, congrats on making the 24,000 points mark. Yeah.
Thank you.
Tonight you used impressive dribbling skills to successfully fake out your opponents multiple times. And in the second quarter, you made a jump shot where your body was turned like 180 degrees away from the basket. It was just an amazing shot. You're always making these spectacular moves within a split second. Do you anticipate doing them, or is it just a second nature to you? Like, do you just not even have to think about it?
You know, the way you explain it, you need to be around more often. I just try to go out and do the best way I can. Try to, find ways to be able to make some shots and make the right play.
God damn it, I deserve to feel like that too, man. I'm somebody's child. Hey, that was a wholesome moment right there. That was beautiful, and it showcases how little men are actually complimented, because you could tell by his whole demeanor that affected him in a huge way positively, right? He was like, God damn, whoa, hold up now. It's coming from a woman at that. I'm a basketball player. Usually I'm getting critiqued by all of these men and stuff like that, but this woman was technically basically fanning over him at this point, man. That's a beautiful thing, bro. Real talk, man. I don't think most men understand how that feels, because they don't get it too often. And women who watching the channel, man, maybe you should go out there and try to make some man's day at this point, man. You never know. When men feel appreciated, they do nice things. Real talk. You'll be at the damn coffee shop. You compliment the dude in front of you. Next thing you know, he's buying your goddamn coffee, bro. Dudes really do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But that was today's segment of Positive Vibes. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope y'all learned something. And I'm going to get at y'all on the next one.